The Oklahoma City Thunder right now are really struggling. They've lost 6 of their last 9, and the Thunder just aren't playing very well going into the All-Star break. Yes, they got their win over the Memphis Grizzlies heading into the All-Star break, but before that, they've been losing games kind of left and right. And we're not really sure what's going on with the Oklahoma City Thunder. What's up, guys? My name's Crush, and today we're going to be talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder struggles and a player that they really need that we never knew they needed that badly. Let's go ahead, subscribe if you're new, and jump right into this one. The Oklahoma City Thunder right now are sitting pretty at the 5th seed in the Western Conference right now, but previously in the offseason, the Oklahoma City Thunder were really aggressive by going out and getting 2 superstars this previous offseason. Obviously, one of them being Carmelo Anthony. They traded Enes Kanter, Doug McDermott, and I believe a second-round pick for Carmelo Anthony. It was either first rounder or second rounder, I can't remember, but they got Carmelo Anthony, obviously, for Enes Kanter and Dougie McBuckets, which is a good move for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Enes Kanter is going to be a free agent anyway. You may not have wanted to pay him. Carmelo Anthony's got a player option after this year. Carmelo Anthony has had his struggles with the Thunder, but he's come around as well. He's playing decent for the Oklahoma City Thunder right now. He's chipping in points just like Paul George and Russell Westbrook. So obviously this was a great pickup for the Thunder. No one said this wasn't a good pickup, but there's one player that maybe seems important, more important than Carmelo Anthony, and even maybe Paul George. Isn't that? That's a little bit of a stretch, though. I'm not going to say he's more important, but it seems like this team is struggling without him, which I don't think any of us saw coming. I didn't even think when he went out that it was going to be that big of a deal. I thought the Thunder would be fine, but, you know, it's really showing that they're not fine and they really need him. And then you got Paul George here. Obviously, the Thunder also traded for Paul George this previous offseason. They traded Victor Oladipo and Sabonis for Paul George. At the time, we thought that Oklahoma City completely robbed the Indiana Pacers, but little did we know Victor Oladipo would become an all-star this year. So good for the Indiana Pacers. They had a great trade for them, and you can even maybe say they won the trade because Sabonis is playing good as well. It depends if Paul George leaves, if Oklahoma City won or lost his trade. But right now, Paul George is obviously enjoying a great season with the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's probably going to win Defensive Player of the Year this year, in my opinion. He's like averaging like 2 steals per game. He's had crazy nights where he's had like 6 steals. He's helped the Thunder, beat the Warriors twice with all of his defense and stuff. But there's one other defensive anchor that the Oklahoma City Thunder really need, and he's starting to prove to me that he's kind of like a Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors. I think this guy that I'm about to be talking about right now is the glue guy for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're really missing him. It's like almost if Draymond Green got hurt for the Warriors. I'm not sure if the Warriors would be the same, because Draymond Green is the guy that just does all the dirty work, He doesn't put up the points or anything, but he does those little things that don't show up in the box score. And the man of the video we're talking about is Andre Roberson. Yes, Andre Roberson. This guy does nothing on offense, barely does anything on offense, but does everything you need him to on defense. And it's starting to show that the Thunder are really struggling without Andre Roberson. Ever since he's went down, they've lost 6 of their last 9. And they're 27th in the league in defense ever since Roberson went out. They failed to trade for anyone at the trade deadline, which kind of surprised me. And they're just 33-26 on the season, only 3 games out of the 10th seed. So the 10th seed right now is 30 and something, and then the 5th seed is 33-26. So it's going to be a close race for these playoff spots this coming season. So it's going to be fun to watch down the stretch. But Roberson just seems like maybe he's the Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He does all that dirty work. He plays defense. He runs the screens. He does everything you need him to, basically, other than, shoot the ball, obviously. He's just not very good at that. So he's not like Draymond Green can only shoot a little bit, but Andre Roberson really can't do that for you. But Andre Roberson, I just never knew that Andre Roberson was, like, that important. I mean, yeah, he's important and all, but I thought the Thunder would be fine without him. But what really surprised me is why the Thunder didn't trade for anyone at the NBA trade deadline. Even when Roberson went out before the trade deadline, there was an opportunity to go trade for someone. Maybe they did try, just nothing happened. The Oklahoma City Thunder really need someone off the bench. They've needed someone off the bench the whole season. Their bench isn't that great. They have Patterson, Raymond Felton, and Grant. That's about it. I mean, everything else, Abrines, he's having an all right season, I guess, but the Thunder just really needed to trade for someone at the NBA trade deadline, and they didn't, which kind of surprises me because the Oklahoma City Thunder really need a bench down the stretch. And I'm not sure why they didn't trade for anyone, or maybe they just couldn't get it done. They just really need a bench right now, and maybe even a starting 2 guard at this moment. If I'm Oklahoma City, I'm going to try to improve my bench this, coming down the stretch. So there's a guy in free agency right now that no one's touching, and potentially Thunder can take a chance on him. Derrick Rose. I mean, Derrick Rose maybe as a backup point guard wouldn't be a bad idea for the Thunder. They need some bench scoring, and Derrick Rose can average around 10 points per game off the bench. And, that could be some solid bench scoring for the Oklahoma City Thunder in the playoffs. And I'm not sure if they would want to take a chance on Derrick Rose. It seems like no team wants to take a chance on Derrick Rose, or maybe Derrick Rose just doesn't want to come back. Who knows? That's a totally different topic for a different video. I actually did that video already, so if you have not seen that, go ahead, check the channel, and go watch the Derrick Rose video. But other than that, guys, I think the Oklahoma City Thunder I'm not sure why they just didn't. I'm just kind of confused why they didn't get anything done at the trade deadline. Like I said, maybe they couldn't. Maybe they tried, and every team was being stubborn. I mean, Tyreek Evans would have even been perfect, but the Grizzlies didn't trade Tyreek Evans to anybody, and half the NBA was bidding for him. So I'm not sure why the Grizzlies did that. The Grizzlies obviously were really stubborn this year. But I think the Oklahoma City Thunder will be fine. They'll get it figured out eventually. But I just never knew Andre Roberson was this important to the Thunder. Maybe you guys already knew, but I just did not know that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you liked the video down below. Smash that like button. And subscribe if you're new. And get ready for some more predictions coming up soon, because we're going to be doing some predictions tomorrow. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see my predictions tomorrow for the rest of the NBA after the All-Star break. But this is Crushables. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm saying peace.